Guru Nation, welcome back to the clinicaltrialsguru.com. I've been gone for a while, but I'm back.
And you enjoyed Virginia.
It was lovely, and I'm back better than ever, and with this man,
Hello.
the myth, the legend, Chris Sauber.
Going a little too far, but okay.
Yeah. So what are we talking about?
Having access to email.
Just email.
Specific email.
Okay, so break it down. Give us some context.
Let's start out with a waiver first.
Give them the waiver, and then I'll give the context, right?
Okay, so what we're going to state here, you should check with CFR what?
CFR Part 11, electronic records and
Yes.
electronic systems.
Yes. Maybe an attorney, because we are not attorneys.
Not attorneys.
Just to make sure the information we're about to provide is within the rules and regulations of research and law in general.
Okay, and then common sense shall prevail.
Hopefully.
Right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
May not prevail. So, let me break it down for you. This is for the research clinics, right? You're a busy research clinic. You have multiple PIs. You have multiple sub-Is.
Mm-hmm.
If you put them on a study, they're going to be given access to 11 different vendors, right? And it has to go through an email. A lot of these PIs are not going to want to use their Gmail or their Hotmail. That's what you use, right? Hotmail.
For my personal email, yeah.
Which no one uses anymore, by the way.
Yeah, not true. I use it.
So they don't want to use their personal email. You got to create a company email for them. Hopefully you already have one. You can use G Suite through Google. You get a nice professional one. And then you can add users, and you should add your PIs and your sub-Is. Now the question becomes, to make sure, there's no way to make sure that they check their emails, right? Like some of them will. Some of them, if you give them access to the email, they will check it. You know, those ones are okay. But for the new ones that join, that you're not sure about, okay, the question is, do you want to control their email? Or do you want to let them
And not necessarily control, I would say, but have access to it.
have access to it? Okay. So what's the answer?
Well, in my opinion, it would be best if you did have access for your unknown situation, because you don't want things being missed, right? Maybe there's a question that you can bring up to this new PI or
Yes.
sub-I and say, hey, you know, I noticed you didn't see this email. Can you please log in and correspond, respond?
So having shared access.
Yeah.
So I think the way this works, we have a study coordinator who will have shared access to the PI's email. They'll never respond for the PI. Okay, don't do this. Consult with an attorney. Okay, don't be dumb. But the coordinator is there to kind of be their email custodian. So like, hey doctor, you got an email today, it's important. You don't need to worry about these spams, but this one's important. And this one, what do you think we should do? And then physically bring your laptop to the doctor
If necessary.
and have him or her type a response. I've done this before. You've done this before. A lot of our clients do this. Because if you don't have access to their email, to their work email, okay, you don't know what they're seeing and what they're missing and if they're checking up on it. So it's your job to do that as the site owner, site director, study coordinator, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
But, you know, 21 CFR Part 11, I looked into it just now before we did this. There is something about a communication trail or a record trail,
Timestamped as
correspondence trail or something. So you definitely don't want to pretend like you're the person, right? You don't want to send outbound emails or replies. You want to have them do it. But shared access, that's the gray area. So you can actually have, there's nothing there that says you can't have
But again,
access.
check with an attorney.
Check with an attorney, right? But from the most part, from the sites I work with, unless the PIs are very involved and very hands-on, usually they'll have a custodian that filters out. And the PIs prefer that, actually.
Yep.
They'll have
they do.
someone that filters out what's important, what's not, and then they'll respond to those things, right?
Yep.
Anything else?
No, I think that fully covers it.
Talk to you later, Guru Nation, and take care.